Hello and welcome to the live stream. Today we are going to reconstruct my most recent track, Vistic. If you want to check out the original track, you can find it in the description. But today we're going to do it all with a Dawless setup. So I made the track in kind of my hybrid setup, mainly with the Prophet going into my DAW Logic. And today we're going to basically use the circuit for everything. We've got the MS-1 from Behringer and the Dreadbox Erebus getting fed MIDI by the circuit. They're both coming back in as audio into the circuit, and the circuit's going into my audio interface. I also have the Prophet separately going into the interface, so if I wanted to, I can add some additional effects and stuff like that. Let's see, so let me show you the original chord progression, and then we'll start remaking it on the circuit. So here's the original progression. That's what we're working with. It's kind of a weird chord progression. It goes almost chromatic in a couple weird ways, but we're going to start rebuilding it with the bass. So first I'm going to go to scales and make it chromatic. Then we are going to go back to note, see what we've got. All right, I need a better bass sound, so let's go. Yeah, let's go with this sound. All right, and we're gonna need to slow down the pattern. We're gonna probably have to do two patterns chained together, but we'll see. For now, let's just make the first one, and we'll also need 32 steps for sure. So let's get a click, and let's change the tempo down to, let's say, 71. All right, it is going very slow, but we'll get back. Actually, I'm going to, this is why I don't like the click. It's a little quiet. I'm going to just put in a drum. There we go. That's a bit better. All right, and let's start. Once it goes back around, we'll start. We got to actually get a better sound first. Okay, there we go. So I'll just program the first one in. We want that note, and we'll fix the gate so it runs through that part and sustains. There we go, perfect. Let's just check the gates. Yep. And we'll just, thought this one might have been a little short. It is a little bit. I'm not sure if you can see the colors. It's a little red there, so I'm just gonna fix that one too. Okay, there we go. So that's the first pattern. Let's just find the synth part, and then we'll duplicate those patterns for the second one. So I don't like that sound. Oh, that's perfect. We'll do that one. Okay, so let's see what we... Okay, there we go. So we also have to slow down the pattern again. And I will just program in, because we have to do... That should work. All right, just fix the gate. Something doesn't sound right there. Let's check the chord. Yeah, it should be right. Okay. Maybe we just have to work with this sound a little bit. I'm just testing which octave I want. There we go. It's that oscillator. It's doing something weird to it. Now there's no sound. There we go. Okay, let's get in the rest of those chords that we need. So I think there may be some. I'm actually going to redo that part. Hold on. I'm just going to program these in, so then we go, actually, here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And then we just need to go to these, and we'll do... Keep forgetting to switch octave. That should work. All right. Now we just got to fix the gates. Perfect. Okay, so now that we've got this first pattern done, we're going to need to pattern link two different ones because there's two different progressions. So I'm just going to copy those, duplicate, and then let's fix this. We'll start with the bass. The bass changes from C sharp, E, F sharp, E flat to slightly different. You just play it in a different order, so let's just fix that. So E is the same, so the first two are the same, this one's different, and this one's different. All right, perfect. Now let's go over to the main pad, and the only one that's going to be different is the last one, which is going to just be that. And we have to fix the gates on the bass. Okay, perfect. Now, I'm not super happy with that sound for the main pad. Let's just try some reverb. We're also going to link these two patterns together. You just tap them both. Perfect. Yeah, we got it. Okay, great. So now we'll get to some of the remixing. I just want to see. Yeah, I like this pad better. We're going to go with that one. I have issues with the Nova engines on these. So if it had one more MIDI, I would just send MIDI to the Prophet. But we don't, so we'll just work with what we've got. Let's start adding some drums and see what we can do. So first we need to put that back on. Let's start with just a main kick. I like that one, yeah. Okay. Let's put the first one in so we have it. changing the pitch a little bit, adding a little distortion. Let's move that one over here, delete that one. So there are a bunch of kicks right now, but what I'm gonna do is just add some EQ, get rid of some stuff, cut down the decay a little bit. I just want some background percussion. I don't like that drum. Yeah, let's do that. Add some micro steps to these hi-hats. Not quite. There we go. That works. I might shift this one a little off. Yeah, there we go. Just a little wonkiness in the timing. Now I'm just looking for some snares. Actually, let's put this one with the drums because we've got all this open space on the drums. We're running into the issue of only having 4 drum pads, but you can use multiple ones in different spots. So that's what we'll do. So let's find... There was that drum. Okay, let's get that in. And I'm also gonna up the tempo a little bit. Too much. I don't know how I feel about that snare. Alright, let's get some sort of like click. There we go. Sound weird right now, but I'm gonna lower the velocity on these so they're like ghost notes. Alright, and let's just put a little reverb on this drum one. I find it helps give the kick a little space, but since we've got some snares and things like that, it'll make it a little bigger. Just tweaking the settings a little bit. Okay, I think we've got an interesting drum part. Now we can start messing with the Erebus a little bit. want like a little quiet arpeggio. I just think it needs a little more oomph. Okay, here we go. I think we'll do 2, and yeah, we'll do 32 steps, I meant to say, and we will start recording that. Now, let's get some delay on that. See how that goes. Drum 4 to add some additional sounds, just to see what we can give some texture, really. Let's see what other sounds we have. Put that there. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's throw on some side chain. Put a little side chain because drum 1 has these other sounds on it. Okay, let's have a second pattern for the Erebus, and let's see, maybe we'll do like a lead or something on top. I meant to put that on MIDI too. Okay, here we go. see if that works. I might have to do that unquantized. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so we need to record that in unquantized. So I'm gonna shut off record quantize. Okay, I just want to have that if we want that fill. We need actually to put that over. All right, let's undo that. We need that on the 17th to 32. All right, here we go. All right, we gotta fix that. Fix that one as well. Alright, so we really just need that one to be off quantized. The rest sounds a little wonky like that. So I'm gonna just clear it and then add it like that. And let's go back. I think it's a little early. Let's see about that. Yeah, I'm just gonna actually redo it. I don't like the sound of that. Let's use that one as quantized. That one is not, and then let's just see what happens. That should work, and we'll just cut out that one. Now, this is sounding like library music, so I want to try a little bit of a different drum beat. Let's try that 4 on the floor. I put a massive side chain on the Erebus. That also means we can side chain the bass a bit better. Now let's change to a hat maybe. Raise the volume on drum 4. This faster actually. Yeah, I don't think so. Let's do random. Alright, I think a little more syncopated thing might be better, so I'm actually going to clear out all of that. And we'll try something a little different. Yeah. Let's go back. Here we go. You gotta shut off that random though. Put it back to normal. Here we go. Let's shut off that side chain because I can't hear anything. Let's do that. See how that goes. Yeah, I think we're gonna go up in BPM. There we go. Yeah, I think that's a lot better. Yeah, there we go. All right, I'm gonna do that. Oh, that's the problem. Perfect. Now we can add a little more side chain back in. Yeah, now I think we've got something. Let's get some sidechain on the pad too. Second pattern for that lead. So let's chain them together. think let's just redo this because now we got this whole new vibe going. So let's go here and shut off what we've got, and let's slow down the pattern, and then make sure we're only playing the one pattern because we're going to record in. And let's just start with that note playing. Go a little bit with the gate. All right, here we go. Okay, let's see what we got. So I think we have too long of a gate. Oh, I see. Okay. Let's fix the gate up. Oh, we got some chat. What's going on, guys? Thanks for jumping in. Maureen's friend said you just jumped in. Yeah, missed a little struggle getting here, but I'm glad we got to this point. What's going on, everybody? That's not the right note. Let's shut all those off. That one is a little, let me see the micro step. I don't like where that's at, so I'm actually gonna put this over here, clear that one out, and let's see if we change the micro step to kind of nudge it off. That's a little better. Let's try a little earlier. There we go. And then let's just get here, let's just, let's see. I'm actually gonna see something. If we go to micro step, let's see if we put this one here. I wonder if we can get a second note that's here. Oh, maybe we can actually. I'm wondering if these two are, yeah, these two are the separate notes we have on this pad. So we can micro step to get that sort of slide. Let's see how it works. Ah, it worked. Okay. We could make it a little more of a quick one, but we'll let it slide for now. Actually, I want it to be a little sloppier, so let's go back to that micro step. Let's put this one, maybe we'll put this one here. Let's try very at the end, very near the end of it. There we go. Okay, so that worked. So I actually didn't know this about the circuit. Each pad, if you have multiple notes, down at the bottom, I think, yeah, it's showing up on the camera. Each note will be on this bottom pad. Pretty cool, so you can actually do micro steps for each one. All right, let's see what we've got now. Now we have to figure out sequencing and how we want to kind of have the track go about. So, I mean, the simplest way is start with the kick, bring in the ARP. I'm gonna lower that. Alright, so it takes a while to get back to pattern 1, so we'd have to probably keep an eye as it goes. Before we start... That sounds so dark till you add the chords in. I wonder if we do a couple of pauses. Let's see something actually. I kind of want to do like a break in these parts. I like that actually. Gives it a little more. Then we just have to do it for the second pad. Yeah, I like that. Let's try a little longer of a break. Delay. Now we need some snares. I don't like any of those. I think we've got something, so I'm going to jam out a little bit to this. I appreciate you all hanging out. If you want to check out the original version of this song, the link is in the description. It's on Bandcamp and streaming, and I think I'm going to put a version of this remix on the Bandcamp version, which it's a part of an album called Music for Imagined Landscapes. It's a monthly track with AI generated images for each track every month. So if that sounds like something you want to check out, head to the link in the description. You'll see Bandcamp and all streaming for it. And then, like I said, for Bandcamp Friday tomorrow, I'll be putting this remix on. I may actually, and I might do a video on this if anybody wants me to, let me know in the comments. But what I'm thinking of is, since I have the audio interface, I think I might utilize this hybrid setup. And instead of sending the MS-1 and the Erebus into the circuit before just the circuit goes into the interface, send everything separately in, and then you get multiple channels to mix from. So yes, it's still Dawless, but everything's going into separate tracks, so you can mix and master it a little better. So if that's something you want me to go more into detail, let me know either in the chat or in the comments when the video ends, and I'll check it out. If you want to see more of these, I think I'm going to do live streams every other week, every 3 weeks. So if you're not already, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to help spread the word, hit that like button. It helps a ton. But until next time, thanks for watching.